folks. This is Mentor Shelly, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally. Guys, I want you to understand that when you are going through the whole job interview process, going through the interview is just the first step. Well, no, I shouldn't say the first step. It's about step 3 in the process. You want to make sure that you're prepared for that interview, and of course, if you're not sure what to do beforehand, I do have a resource available at mentorshelly.com/interview. That will be a resource that's going to be available in the next couple of weeks. So literally, you can go through and it's pretty much the 7 steps that you would need to do before the interview to be successful. So, as far as the after the interview is concerned, that's what this video is about. I want to share 3 things that you'll need to do after the interview to make sure that you are going to be successful, or make sure that you're giving yourself a boost, giving yourself a chance for the employer to say, okay, well, this candidate operates or does something a little different. You're grabbing their attention. Number 1, I think this is a basic thing. However, I don't want to assume that everybody knows this. Please, 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 please write a thank you letter or send a thank you postcard. As a matter of fact, in my case, I usually do both. Whether you send you send the letter via email, because when you're in the interview, one of the things that I talk about in my interview resource is to get the interviewer's business cards. Because if you're being interviewed by more than one person, you want to make sure you have their business cards, so when you need to reach back out to them, you have their information. And as part of being a professional, you should also have business cards of your own to give them. You still have your resume, but giving them a business card gives it an added touch. Okay? So after the interview, please, and I don't mean wait till 5 days from now. If you did the interview today, when you get home from the interview, write that letter, send that postcard. They should have their address, or if you went there if you did a physical interview, then you can send a postcard as well as send an email with your thank you letter in there. You also want to follow up. In the interview, you should have been asking, when would be a suitable time for me to follow up with you in regards to your ultimate decision or next steps? So that's one of the other things that I cover in the interview resource. It's an audio resource series that I have. Go to mentorshelly.com/interviews and you'll be able to obtain that resource. Now, you want to make sure that once you have established timeline-wise, if they haven't called you back yet, the timeline that they specified in your interview that it's okay to follow up, please follow up with a phone call and an email. You want to make sure that number 1, they don't forget you. 2, you're memorable, and 3, you're following up as a general business practice, because you are a business person taking care of business by operating professionally. Because if you're doing any other kind of business, you're going to follow up, correct? Yes. So make sure you're doing one of 2 things: writing a thank you letter, sending a thank you postcard. 2, following up with them. And 3, if a week goes by and they tell you, if you've already heard from them, or if a week goes by, you've sent a letter and you've called to kind of see if we can get some information, and they're saying, oh, well, just give us a few more days, and it's a week passed by and you still haven't heard, there's also another follow-up letter that you can write. Hi, this is XYZ, place your name here. I want to make sure that my name is so-and-so. We interviewed on this date at this time. We talked about, that's why it's important to take notes in an interview. We talked about XYZ in an interview, and how whatever your skills are that you discuss, whatever your knowledge base or your knowledge base, skills and abilities, how my abilities, my skills, my knowledge base can help you accomplish XYZ goals. I was on, I knew we had a great conversation. Just wanting to know, just wanted to follow up with you in regards to the next steps. So it's important, if you're not hearing from them within a week, you're corresponding via email, you're calling. You don't want to be too annoying, but you don't want to not be, you don't want it to not be aware of who you are. Those are just 3 things that you would definitely do after the interview. But we definitely will go more in depth. I'm going to be touching more on the interview tips and things of that nature on this channel. But of course, if you're having issues or you want to make sure that you're prepared before the interview, go to mentorshelley.com/interview, and I will have an interview resource there for you. You guys, I want you guys to be ultra prepared for your interviews. There's no fumbles. Yes, people get nervous, but the more prepared you are, the less nervous you are, because you know what to expect and you are prepared. Of course, nervousness can come, but you guys want to make sure that you are ultra prepared, having the proper tools, having things in place, having the right questions for the specific job that you're going for an interview for. Because not only, keep in mind guys, not only that you're interviewing, being interviewed by them, you're interviewing them as a company as well. Because I hate to break it to you, not every company is qualified to hire you, and not every candidate is qualified to be hired. Let's just be honest here. This is HR. I've been in HR for a lot of years, and it goes both ways, because you have some companies out there that are raggedy, and there's some people out there that are raggedy. But guys, I want to make sure that you have additional help with the resources. If you have high school or college students that really need the help with getting their careers in gear, definitely go to mentorshelley.com/book. Of course, I'll put the resources up here. The picture of the book, so you know exactly what it is. It's an ebook. Go ahead and grab that. That will also have interview tips before, during, and after the interview in what you can actually do. You don't necessarily have to be a clueless teenager to take advantage of that book. So go ahead and grab it at mentorshelley.com/book. Guys, I do have other resources here. You can click on the links below if you definitely want to work with me one-on-one to get your career strategy in place. We'll put together a career strategy specifically for you if you're looking to change your career. Of course, I do have a series that have the last episode coming in the next few days. Go ahead and go to mentorshelley.com/consultations. Guys, if you have questions as far as interviews and things of that nature, you can also work with me directly on that. Or if you just have basic questions, you can go to mentorshelley.com/contact. And I'll be more than happy to return your email or your voicemail that you'll leave for me within 24 hours there. Guys, if you know of anyone else that can benefit from all of the information that's provided in this video or other videos that you see, go ahead and share that. Of course, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and tap on the notification so you know when I will post next. Guys, thank you so much. And of course, this is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally, whether you're in the interviews, getting ready for the interviews, or understanding what you need to do strategically after the interviews. All right, guys, take care. You have a good one. Bye.